Solve the following equations by factoring. Part A, x squared minus 2x equals 0. Since the right hand side is 0, all we have to do here is look at the common factors in these two terms. X squared, that is same as x times x. So we have x times x here. And this is 2 times x. So x times x, 2 times x. So x is common in both terms. So we pull that out x and write down the remaining. X times x, 1x is out, 1x left, minus 2 times x is out, 2 left, so 2 there, equals 0. Now we have a product, x times quantity x minus 2. So product of two factors equals 0. Next we want to use the zero factor property. Okay, remember zero factor property, which was zero factor property. If we have a times b equals 0, then either a equals 0 or b equals 0 or both. So we write then either a equals 0 or b equals 0. Okay, so we have the same situation. A is like x, b is like x minus 2. Their product is 0, so that implies either x equals 0 or x minus 2 equals 0. We don't need parentheses. X minus 2 equals 0. Next we want to isolate x. X equals 0. X is already isolated. X minus 2 equals 0. We add to both sides to isolate x. Okay, cancel. So x equals 0 plus 2, 2. So x equals 2. Thus we have x equals 0 and x equals 2 are two solutions. But before we confirm their answers, we need to check if x equals 0 satisfies the original equation. Just plug in x equals 0 into the left side. If you get 0, then x equals 0 is a solution. Same thing here. And it appears x equals 0 and x equals 2 both satisfies this equation. So the solution is, so we write in this way, solution x equals 0 and 2. We can use braces around. So there are two solutions. Next, same idea like part A. Right hand side is 0. That's good. If not, we had to make right hand side 0. We have two terms, 5 times x cubed. X cubed means x times x times x, 3 x's. 35. Let's factor 35. 35 is 5 times 7. So 5 times 7 times x times x. So 5 is 5 times 7. Okay, so 5 is common. 5 is common in both terms. X cubed, x times x times x, x squared, x times x. So we got 2 x's, 3. So 2 is common in both. So we factor that common terms out, common factors out, and what is left? Left over 5 is out, x3 out of 3, 2 x's out, 1 x left, minus. Remember 35 was 5 times 7. Now 5 is out, so 7 left. X squared already out, equals 0. Again we have the same situation like last time. Product of two things equals 0. That implies by the zero factor property. Okay, I meant implies. That implies either 5x squared equals 0 or x minus 7 equals 0. From each equation we want to isolate x. Okay, the second one is easy, minus 7. So to move 7 over, add 7 to the both sides, we get cancelled, negative 7, 7 cancel, x equals 7. Okay, here 5x squared equals 0. We need to get x by itself. 5 times x squared. So times, so we need to divide both sides by 5. Okay, 5 cancel. So x squared equals 0 over 5, just 0. So x squared equals 0. you know 0 is also 0 squared, so 0 squared is 0, so only solution here is 0. So from this one we get x equals 0. So x equals 0 is one solution and x equals 7 is another solution. But before we declare them as solutions, we need to check if x equals 0 satisfies this equation. Okay, same thing, check if x equals 7 is a solution. Just replace x by 7 and use your calculator, and it appears both are solutions. So solution x equals 0 and 7. Okay, and the last question, 2t squared minus 18t equals 0. The good thing is we have 0 in the right hand side. Okay, 2 times t times t, 18. So what are the factors of 18? 18, 2 times 9, and 9 is 3 times 3. So 18 is in fact 2 times 3 times 3. So here we got 18 as 2 times 3 times 3 times t, and 2 times t squared, so 2 times t times t. Now from these two terms we have 2 common, t common, so 2t common. When we take 2t out, 1t left, minus 2 out, so 3 times 3, 9 left, because t is also out, equals 0. Okay, now we have in the situation of product of two factors 0, 2t times quantity t minus 9 equals 0. Using zero factor property, we say either 2t equals 0 or t minus 9 equals 0. Isolate t from each equation. So t minus 9 equals 0, add 9. Okay, 2 times t equals 0 is times, so divide by 2 and we get answers. So 2 cancel, t equals 0 over 2 is 0, cancel, so t equals 9. Okay, these two numbers will be the solutions, but before we declare them solutions, we need to plug in to see if t equals 0 satisfies this equation. Just replace t by 0, you need to get 0. Same thing here, and it appears both are good. So t equals 0 and 9. That's the solution. Let me write here solution